Michael and Willet are in a bar. They're in the Cedar Tavern, which is on University in Lower Manhattan. It's not there anymore. But the year is probably 2003 or 2, 3. Anyway, this is just a short snippet of the scene. I came back to the booth, having done a little drunken wallowing while waiting for our drinks at the bar. "Why do you even like me?" I asked as I sat down. "That's easy," said Willet, grabbing her vodka out of my hand. "You pay attention to me." She seemed completely cheerful again. "I can't help it," I said. "You're very distracting." "I am, aren't I?" she said. "Oh, look, don't pout. You know there is no one ever I am more happy to see than you, but..." She shrugged, extending her arms and looking around as if all the things she couldn't be bothered to verbalize were present in that dark, empty back room with us. After a warm swallow of whiskey, I decided to let it go and went back to the previous topic. "So, what did you mean when you said your father didn't take your perspective as an affront?" "Well, my mom took my happiness as a personal affront," said Willet. "I was, by all reports, a very happy little girl. But maybe any mother would. I have nothing to compare it to." "Well, I think parents are sentimental about their children. I think that's common enough." "Yeah, but maybe not so pathologically. Not to the point where they impose their version of unreality on everybody else." I thought about that for a second. "Was she a happy person?" "I don't know," said Willet, "and I guess that was part of the point." "Yeah," I said, "well, maybe there's a lesson there. Though I don't know really if I've ever met a genuinely happy person." "I don't know," I said. "I mean, Margaret has her issues, but I think she's basically a happy person. I think Allison's basically a happy person." "Oh, Allison's as miserable as anybody else," said Willet. "She just keeps herself busy all the time, so she doesn't have time to think about it." "Well, isn't that the definition of happiness?" Willet snorted. "Successfully distracting yourself from how miserable life is?" "Misery's a fucking ocean," I said, "and people are just little boats. Nobody sails smoothly. It's all bailing all the time." "Yeah, well, I'm too tired to bail." "Everyone has to decide for themselves, I guess, whether to keep bailing or not." Willet stared down at her drink. "It shouldn't be that way," she said. "And yet," I said, "it pretty much always is that way, isn't it?" "Sometimes," said Willet, "it seems like the human condition can be summed up as milling around, dazed and bruised at the bottom of various slippery slopes and wondering, how did we get here?" "I know that feeling well," I said. "I'm serious, Michael. I was in this supermarket the other day and there were packages of pre-sliced apples. Pre-sliced apples. In styrofoam trays with the plastic wrap and everything. Can we not slice a fucking apple anymore?" "Well, that's just your old buddy capitalism," I said. "Forever splitting the hair of efficiency." "Yeah, right," said Willet. "Speed, ease, convenience." "Finally, a remedy for the soul-crushing drudgery of apple slicing," I said. "You know, this psychotic pursuit of speed, ease, and convenience is blood-sucking the value from virtually every single human activity. We can't even slice our own fucking fruit now. They are the insidious devalues. Just steamrolling the deeper satisfaction and fulfillment people used to get from putting in considered, diligent effort over time," said Willet. "Well, that's what innovation's all about, isn't it?" I said. "Yeah," said Willet. "Innovating ourselves right out of our birthright, out of our fucking humanity. I mean, you either answer the demand for efficiency or else you're considered a dysfunctional bug in the system. Horkheimer says something like the regime of reason is a paranoid regime. Like the idea that something must be quantifiably true in order to have any validity, and that whatever isn't quantifiable must therefore be dubbed irrational, a threat to the system." "Ugh," said Willet, shuddering, holding her head in her hands, blonde hair flopping everywhere. When she looked up, she said, "I need the loo."